morning, everyone. On this day 4, just leaving Neil's Gap. It was dropped off by Paul and Bonnie. Probably about 7:30, 7:40, something like that. Beautiful sunset in the distance, as you could see, and getting ready to do this little climb, heading to Thru-Hike Gap and then Hogpen Gap. Several summits, I believe, are happening today, so looks like it's going to be a nice sunny day. Probably really similar to yesterday, mid-50s, and some beautiful views and some big miles in elevation. Let's do it. I listened to that clip just to make sure it came out okay, because my hands are so cold. I wasn't sure if I pushed a button and was recording. And I heard that I said sunset. I didn't see a beautiful sunset. It's a beautiful sunrise. I don't know why my brain does that. It gets sunset and sunrise mixed up when I'm just talking and not thinking about what I'm saying. That's funny. But it's a sunrise. It's 7:30-ish in the morning. All right, continuing on. First climb of the day is in the books. First 1.25 miles, over 800 feet of elevation. It wasn't anything too steep, just real gradual. I mean, let me say that in a better way. It was gradually steep, but nothing super steep. Not like a 20% grade or anything like that. So 800 at 1.25 miles, that's right around 700 feet per mile of elevation, somewhere in that area. Not too bad. Gets the blood flowing, gets the heart rate pumping, gets the blood warming you up right off the bat. I think it levels out for a little bit here, and then, like I said, we got some summits to cross today, so it's going to be a big day of up and downs, I'm sure, but it's beautiful right now, and I'm enjoying it. Standing on the summit of Levelin Mountain, the first summit of the day. See a little bit in the background of some views and mountains, but pretty much covered by the trees. Probably during the spring and summer, you won't be able to see much at all up here when there's leaves. But I digress. The first summit of the day, Levelin Mountain, is in the bag. And I'm walking on the mountains, and I'm drinking from God's fountain, and I'm breathing in the fresh air as the wind blows through my hair. Standing on the summit of Laurel Top. Has some other summiters up here as well. Beautiful view off into the sun and the mountains. And Laurel Top is in the bag. Oh yeah, baby. The shadows and the sun hitting that slope. That is one gorgeous view right there. Whew. This is on top of something called the Green Cliff Top. Getting close to the next summit of Cow Rock. Absolutely stunning. And Cow Rock Mountain is in the bag. On the descent here on Cow Rock Mountain, I've probably passed 40 to 50 people climbing up on this side, on the north side, in the last half mile, maybe quarter mile to a half mile. It's crazy. It's packed. Didn't see anybody. Seen like 2 people, I think, on the other side, so it must be that time of day everybody's starting. But out here enjoying life, enjoying this weather. Beautiful weather for a winter day. Are you enjoying your day? Are you living life today? Go do it. Go live life. Take a hike. Go do something fun. Enjoy the life that we have. Well, first of all, you can finish watching this video and then go live life. Right over there is Cow Rock. My pole's got tangled up on that branch. Down a mountain, up another. I've already climbed about 500 feet in half a mile, so that's about 1,000 feet a mile climbing this mountain, so I might as well go up the side trail and touch the summit. Right? Of course. It's what I do. I summit the mountains. But I love my side trails too. So I didn't get to do this one last time, so I'm going to do it right now. Climbing a Wildcat, going to the summit. Standing on the summit of Wildcat Mountain. As you can see, it's kind of socked in. Most of the views came from earlier. This was just a ridge up to the summit, which is like another 150 feet of elevation. But nonetheless, Wildcat Mountain is in the bag. Stopped at Hogpen Gap to get a little bit to eat. Got some cheese, some peanut butter, some barbecue chips, and something else I can't remember. Oh, some chocolate wafers. And just had a little bit of a rest there, 10 minutes or so, getting some food in me before carrying on. I've been about 10 miles so far today. 4 summits. Who knows, 1, 2, maybe even 3 more summits more to go today before the day's over. This is a conquering day. Apparently, every day is, but maybe a little more than usual today. Hogpen Gap is where I got trail magic for the first time last year. So that was kind of nostalgic, being able to eat lunch there where I got trail magic for the first time on the Appalachian Trail last year. And some people have asked me, you know, as far as, you know, when I mentioned, you know, last year and so forth, new to the channel, haven't seen the videos where, you know, followed me last year or explained all that. Real quickly, just to kind of catch you up, I was on the Appalachian Trail last year, made it to Great Barrington, Massachusetts, got an injury, went another 300 miles on it, on the injury, which made it worse. Realized, okay, this is not just pain, this is not something that's going to go away like a lot of things that I pushed through. And mind you, I pushed through a fractured spine on the PCT for 100 days. I don't quit. I don't give up unless I don't have a choice. And this was getting worse and worse. Have to make a decision at some point, listening to your body, on whether you should go on or if you should stop to, you know, prevent future problems, especially with me having osteoporosis. And then obviously permanent damage is always a consideration as well. So got off the trail. I knew it would take me 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks to heal up from this. And I was completely willing to go back and finish the trail. Unfortunately, that was just going to be way too close for comfort for me and my fiance at that time, now my wife, who was getting married. And we are married. We got married, of course. But that's why I couldn't go back to the trail last year to finish it, because of that. Because I did heal up. It took about a little over 4 weeks to heal up and be able to do good. But I didn't have the time at that point, and that's fine, because she and us moving on to the next chapter of our life was 10 times more important than any mountain and any trail. And that's saying a lot, because you all know how important that is to me. I love that woman with all my heart. And that's what happened last year. I decided I was going to come back this year and finish that up, because I am in the process of trying to get my Triple Crown. And at the end of the day, decided with her support, 100% support and backing. We love each other and back each other on our dreams and our goals, 100%, whatever they are. She, me, and me for her. So with her backing, I decided I wanted to come back and do the whole trail, not just that last section. I wanted to do it all in one full swoop. And if you want to understand more about that and why I do that, listen to the announcement video. It'll explain that more in detail. But in a nutshell, I'm a through hiker. Wanted to through hike A to B all at one time. Not in a section, which is still a through hike. It's just a smaller through hike, and it's not through hiking the AT in its entirety. So that's why I'm here. So you'll hear me once in a while comparing last year to this year. I don't like to do that. I'm not very nostalgic in that way, but sometimes it's just cool to point out that, wow, that was fogged in last time. I didn't get to see that, and that's a really cool view. Or, you know, the fact that first trail magic at Hogpen Gap, I remembered that, and that was pretty cool. And another thing I remembered, you can't see it real well right now, but this all slopes way down. It was a little bit back, probably half a mile. It was much steeper and further down. And that day I had gotten a Gatorade from the Trail Magic group. And I was drinking it as I was walking, and it fell out of my hand, fell down that side of that mountain. And I ran down the side of the mountain to get the Gatorade, and then realized after I got down there how steep it was and how far down I was, and had to come back up. Probably used all the water or all the Gatorade that I was going to drink in sweat. But, you know, priorities, electrolytes, drink cold beverage. It doesn't taste like water. Had to do it. All right, going to continue on here. Like I said, at least a couple more summits today. It's a heck of a day conquering today. I love the fact that I'm going to hit 6. Might even have 7. I don't know. It depends on what's coming up out here ahead of me. But for now, I've rambled long enough. Back on the trail. Back to the hike. Thanks for following along. Standing on the summit of Poor Mountain. Completely tree covered. No views at all to see. But nonetheless, Poor Mountain is in the bag. If I have to live with it, you have to live with it. I'm about ready to take my backpack off though and take everything out, put it back in, because I don't know what it is. The first time it's happened just started like 20 minutes ago. Something's rubbing against it and making this god awful noise, and it's like right next to my ears, which is annoying the ever living tar out of me. So enjoy as you see the trail. I give this less than a mile before I take that pack off and rearrange everything. Something has shifted, obviously. Actually, I don't even know if you can hear that. I'm going to move it closer to where my head is so you can hear what I'm hearing, because you might be hearing my footsteps more than that. Standing on the summit of Sheep Rock Top, the sixth summit of the day. Again, covered in by trees, but you can see a little bit of a view over here. Another little view over here. Well, besides the trees, that's a view also. But Sheep Rock Top is in the bag. Close to 15 miles right now, about 5,000 feet of elevation. Probably going to go about 5 more miles. It's going to take me to either a campsite or a camp spot for some self-camping, where there's 4 or 5 spots, or another mile past that is a shelter. Looks like both of them have a water source, so just going to really depend on the time and the darkness. Unfortunately, the next summit is after that, so I will not get to my number 7 today, which I think would have been the most I've ever had in a day. So too bad for that. I'm not going to night hike up there because up around 4,000 feet right now, so it's going to get pretty chilly. Don't really want to go up there and either backtrack or camp up there. Either way, it's going to be too chilly up there, I think. Probably the wind would be cutting through there. So I'm good with 20 miles and about 6,000 of elevation for today. So that's what I'm going to do right now, is go to either about 4.5 or 5 more miles and set up camp. And still going to be cutting it close on the darkness and the sun setting. So got to eat and set up the tent and everything. Try to get warm tonight. Hopefully it won't get like below 30. Big difference between 30 and 22. But that's the plan. See how far I get. So I ended up stopping a couple miles short of either the campsite or the shelter. And this is why. I was walking, cruising pretty good. Probably at a trek of about 3 miles an hour. Moving pretty good. And then I came across this. Yep. Some of my favorite kinds of trees out here, and they're all bustled together. Bustled? I don't know if bustled the word, but I just said it. Maybe nestled together is what I was trying to say. But it was the perfect spot for my tent. Somebody had a campfire here. I'm not going to have a campfire. I'm just going to eat and rest a little bit and then get in there and go to sleep and get an early start tomorrow. I haven't really looked yet to see what, but probably about 17 or 18 miles. About 6,000 of elevation climb today. 6 summits. All in all, a great day. A couple more miles would have been nice, but I'd much rather camp here than in a shelter or at a shelter. This is gorgeous. It's secluded, and the wind is blocked, if there is any wind. Right now, there's no wind, but everybody have a great night. Live life, and I'll see you in the morning.